all-wheel drive though. Alright guys, so I kind of messed up and I seem to have forgotten my light. So I'm not sure how well this video is going to come out. But we'll give it a go. So I'm going to be installing my J-pipe. So pretty much what you start off with is removing the bottom cover, the splash guard, the plastic one, with a bunch of clips. I think a couple of 10mm screws. Then the guard that has 4 12mm screws. And yeah, so let me get started with that, and hopefully I can show you guys. Hopefully I could tag you guys along for the ride. Alright guys, so this plastic cover is contained by maybe about 15, close to 20 plastic clips and 2 12mm bolts, right? So let me get back to you. The next one is that this guard right here. It's 4 12mm bolts, right? Alright guys, so now you can sort of see your J-pipe, and you're going to want to remove, there's 4 bolts here, it's hot, 2 bolts there, and there's a bracket back there and 2 other bolts that you're going to want to remove also. And that's pretty much it. You're going to want to use this stuff. This is very, very important because these bolts, I've heard that they strip a lot or break, and we're going to try not to do that because I'm not trying to deal with that headache, so we're gonna use a lot of this stuff. I almost forgot to mention also there's a ground strap right there too that we're going to want to remove. Can you guys see it? Sorry, it's not that one. It's up there, I guess it's kind of dark. So this one with this ground strap is attached right there to the exhaust. Okay. So I think I'm going to wait for the car to cool down a little bit. Alright, so these bolts back here, you don't really need that lubricant. I mean, maybe if you live in another state or something, maybe you might. But here in California, you don't get too much rest. Alright guys, so it's going to be a little hard to see, but next we have to remove this bracket right here. It kind of covers it's in between the water pump and the catalytic converter. There's a 12mm bolt here, and I'm sure that there's another one somewhere else. And, oh, here. I guess there's the 14mm bolt. Alright, so let me remove that and I'll bring you guys back. The bracket's off, and you have an even better view of everything. So next is this 10mm bolt right here. That's for the ground strap. And then don't forget to disconnect your O2 sensors also, right? The other one right here, this is a green one. there's a green plug right there. You just push it till you feel it click, and then you pull. It might be a little, you might need 2 hands for it, so let me set you guys down. So now I have all O2 sensors disconnected. I have the ground strap off. It fell. So now I'm going to attempt to loosen these 4 bolts. Right, so let's see how you guys can see. And they've been soaking for a while, so I'm pretty sure that but they're still tight. So the most difficult ones are the ones up top. You don't need like an extension or something to get to. So let me grab it and let me come back. Alright guys, so for this one you're going to want to use about a 6-inch extension. Man. They are on there. I could only imagine if they have been there for longer, they would be super tight. Now for the most difficult one. Let's see. Still hot. Okay, so I almost missed this, but there's one more bolt for that bracket up there. And it's right here. After a little bit of time I was able to loosen it, but yeah, it was with that same extension. It's about maybe 10 inches long, maybe 12, and yeah, it wobbles and that really helps. So if this bracket's giving you trouble when removing it, you have to make sure that you're gonna have to put it on with the J-pipe itself, because it doesn't really come off on its own. Alright, give me a second. Alright guys, so I ended up removing this bracket. It goes pretty much right above your turbo, and it bolts onto the bracket that we're trying to remove. Let's see if that helps a little. Alright guys, so maybe it might be the O2 sensor. I've heard that sometimes they come out stripped, but mine came out perfectly fine. Okay, let's see. Duh. Okay. Alright, so you're supposed to move this bracket up. So I'm not sure if you guys can see. So you move the bracket up, and then you're able to pull the catalytic converter on. So when we put it back on, we have to remember to do this first. Well, do this with the J-pipe at the same time. Alright, so let me get the J-pipe ready. Just thought I'd get some footage of the differences. Right here the piping gets really thin, and the J-pipe is 3 inches all the way back. Non-resonated, catless. So it should get louder for sure. Just hopefully not too much, because I'm still trying to hear myself think. Alright, so for starters we got our Grimspeed gasket, and this gasket's actually really thick, so that's really good. Let's see our OEM one. Look at the difference. OEM is like nothing. This is amazing. Great quality from Grimspeed. Let's see. Nope. Nope. And finally. Okay. So next is this. Like I said, don't forget that this has to go in at the same time. it does take a little finessing to get it in there. It all should be pretty simple from here on end. And with at least the catless one, it's a lot easier to install all these gaskets, all these bolts, because with the cat in the way, it's a bit difficult. So don't forget the 14mm that goes above. Alright, I'm gonna bring you guys back when everything's put back together, at least on this part. Alright guys, so I found it best to tighten this bolt, the one that's hidden inside here, upward, 14mm first, then tighten the 4 bolts for the J-pipe. Then after you get the two 12mm and get this bracket up here, can you guys see? Yes. So you get those 2 bolts, but you don't tighten them yet. Then you get this cover. You adjust it there. It has a position where you have to put it on. You start putting this bolt on, then you put this bolt on. And then after you're through with this, then you start tightening all these bolts right here for these brackets. Okay? So let me do that right now. Now everything's tight. Next is your O2 sensors. So there's 2 different ones. The green one goes in the back and the black one goes up front. Alright, so you just want to make sure you... Uh-oh. I guess I was wrong. So you put the O2 sensor first before you put this bracket. Easy fix, right? So let me bring you guys back. Alright guys, so as I was saying, you put the oxygen sensor first and then you do this bracket. The bracket kind of hits on the washer, but that's fine. It doesn't touch the sensor at all. While I was looking there, I found this this spot where I could put a 10mm bolt. I don't think you'll be able to see it like that. Let's try. Just for the ground strap. Alright. Alright, so that's where you can put it. Next, you install your other O2 sensor. Let me bring you guys back. Alright, so this should be the easier part. Let's see if you guys can see. Alright, so you hang it right there from that 114mm bolt. That one right there. And put it on just so that, you know, it won't fall or anything. Alright, so next would be your gaskets. And if you're using the stock catback, you're gonna want to kind of center them because you're changing it from 3 inches to 2.5 or whatever the stock exhaust is. Next, you're not gonna want to tighten these all the way either. Alright. Pretty much the same thing for this side. It's a little dark here, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to record this, but it's the same thing as I did to the rear. Right. Alright guys, so one of the last and final things is this hose right here has a restrictor pill. This is what it looks like pretty much. I don't know how well you guys can see it, but you have to remove it. So you unclamp it and then you get some pliers and you just start, you know, just squeezing it and it should pop off. Then you just put it back and you should be good to go. Alright guys, so I was about to do a cold start for you guys, but I remember that I have to flash it to stage 2. So let me flash it and then I'll do the cold start. J-pipe with the new mufflers. So this is going to be a cold start with the J-pipe and the mufflers. Alright guys, so thank you guys for watching. Please share, like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys next time.